Germany accepted more than 1 million refugees in 2015 and more than 300,000 last year. Many of them were Syrian. And while political debate rages on about whether the country should have an open or closed border policy, the reality is not so black and white. Miranda Atty went to see how some Syrians are changing the rhetoric as well as the streets of Berlin.
Musicanas rehearsing in Berlin. The predominantly Syrian band formed last year after its members met at a concert for refugees.
Musicana in Arabic means our music, so this is what we are trying to bring out here in the European world. It's a mix of Tarab music, which is old school Arabic music, from Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, and the surrounding countries. There are a lot of love songs, there are a lot of other type of songs, and using absolutely Oriental instruments like the oud, for example, or the tabla or the rik with the percussion.
Singer Abdallah Rahal came to Berlin in 2015 via Turkey and across the sea. He says Musicana's fans are 50% Europeans, 50% Arabs.
We are not only refugees, because this is the picture of the refugees. They are refugees. Maybe they are like they are from the space. You know, this is the situation of the refugees. So no, refugees, that's not our work again. We say that a lot of time, but again, not our work and not our names. Refugees, only our situation. So we are musicians, we are positive people in this community.
Musicana has already released its first EP. The band plans to go on the road, first in Germany and then internationally. Across town, Mohammed Abu Laban, Ziad Adwan and Mario Munster spent 18 months putting together a magazine featuring Syrian writers and artists who've just arrived in Germany. A Serious Look also aims to combat narratives about refugees that have dominated news and politics since 2015.
First narrative is compassion, the poor Syrians, the poor refugees, and the second one was fear. But in between there are like just ordinary people who are neither poor nor terrorists, and it was from the very beginning the idea to do something very normal, something very ordinary, write about artists, just show the amazing number of talented Syrian creatives and intellectuals in Berlin.
Is war part of our identity nowadays? So when we say Syria, is war there? Or can we skip the description of the Syrian to have characteristics excluding war?
A Serious Look features interviews and work from journalists, painters, musicians, directors and choreographers. It donates all its proceeds back to arts and culture initiatives for Syrians in Syria.
It's in English, and so this is the first step that you have to bear in mind when you receive it. It's for an international audience, even if it's a refugee or... There is no title for this, but it's about culture.
Berlin is a city well known for its art and culture scene, and it's always been a city with a kaleidoscope of identities. It's come through the Second World War, the Berlin Wall and German unification. Now, with its new Arabic arrivals, it's got the chance to embrace new cultural influences, and these Syrians plan to make sure it does.